Are you stuck trying to figure out why the scale just won't budge? Believe me, I've been there. It might be because of what you're eating, but not in the way you think. Today, I'm breaking down the simplest way to uncover what is holding you back: tracking your habits. Don't worry, this isn't about being the food police or aiming for perfection. It's about building awareness so you can make small changes that actually work. Let's get into it. Oh, and if you're not sure how many calories you should be eating, I've got a video for that in the description. For the next few days, you're gonna track everything you eat and drink. Don't panic, this is not a life sentence. It's just a short experiment. Step 1, pick your weapon of choice. Whether it's an app like MyFitnessPal, a notebook, the goal is to make it as easy as possible so you can actually stick with it. Step 2, write everything down. And I mean everything. Even that handful of chips you grabbed while waiting for your toast to pop. Sneaky bites count too. If you're not sure about serving sizes, just guesstimate. We're after awareness, not a PhD in nutrition. If you go out to eat and your menu item is not in MyFitnessPal or whatever tracking app you're using, Google it. They more than likely have the nutritional information. Step 3, do not forget about the weekends. The weekends count. Trust me, they do. And if you're anything like me, your weekend snacks might look different than Monday salads when you're motivated. The reason that we're tracking everything is because if you're mindlessly eating and going through your day, you don't really know how many calories you're eating in a day. And at the end of the line, calories is what really matters when you're trying to lose weight. Think of calories like finances. Let's say you're given $100 to spend in the day. If you don't know how much things are costing throughout the day, you may run out of your $100 and you're going to be in debt. Now, debt equals weight gain. This is a starting point to know how many calories you're consuming in a day. That way you can make the necessary changes where needed. Once you've tracked for a few days, it's time to play detective. Look over your log and ask these questions. Are you skipping meals? This leads to being hangry, fighting with people, and not being able to control what you eat. Are you eating mindlessly, like when you grab a whole box of M&Ms while you binge Netflix at night? It happens to everybody, but it's good to know when it happens and why it's happening. How much protein and fiber are you actually getting? If the answer is not much, that's an area you should look at changing. More protein and more fiber means fuller longer. It's better for everyone. And finally, how many processed or sugary foods are sneaking their way in? Don't feel guilty. Just take note and think about healthier swaps. This is what most of your problems are, but you probably won't admit it, but you should, because it'll help. Here's the key. Look for patterns, not perfection. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about those aha moments that help you make smarter choices, like realizing you've been drinking 300 calories of soda every afternoon. That's a whole snack, people. Aha. At the end of the day, if you eat your calorie limit at 3 p.m. and you're eating above your calorie limit after that, you are definitely going to be gaining weight. In order to lose weight, you do have to be in a calorie deficit. Aha! We're going to touch on that next, but I do want to make it clear, I don't want you to be in such a high calorie deficit that you're starving. Now that you've got some clarity, pick one area to focus on this week. Do not try to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Here's a few ideas to get you started. Start eating breakfast if you tend to skip it and end up in the pantry raiding it an hour afterwards. Aha! Swap those sugary drinks for sparkling water, regular water, or unsweetened tea. Yes, I said it. Goodbye, caramel macchiato. Keep protein bars or shakes handy to avoid waiting too long between meals. Aha! Or my favorite, plan your snacks ahead of time so you're not diving into a bag of chips at 10 p.m. Aha! Here's a bonus tip I highly recommend. Plan tomorrow's meals today. Aha! Seriously. It's like setting up a GPS for your day. It helps you stay on track and avoid gas station nachos or donuts. Prep your food, fill out your log in advance, or keep healthy snacks on hand. Now the most important part, reflection. After tracking for 3 to 4 days, look back on your food journal. If you find you are in a calorie surplus, which means you are eating more calories than needed for your body, you want to start looking at reducing the amount of calories you are eating. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it is very important for you to know how many calories you should be eating for your body to maintain your weight and lose weight. This is your guide in deciding how many calories you should subtract from your daily intake. I would recommend reducing your calories by 100 to 200 a day. See how you feel for 3 days. We don't want you to feel like this is not something you can maintain. That is a telltale sign that you are being too restrictive. Start with a small calorie reduction. Get used to eating at that amount. And once you're comfortable, you can reduce the calories even more. This is supposed to be achievable and maintainable for you. At the end of every week, give yourself credit. You tracked your food, reflected on habits, and took real steps towards reaching your goals. And that is pretty huge. So take a moment to acknowledge it and be proud. Picture where you'll be in a few months.
Don't let the lack of quick results get you down.
Tracking your eating habits is such a powerful way to uncover small tweaks that makes a big difference. But we're just getting started. In next week's video, we'll talk about when to add in workouts and how to make movement a part of your routine without burning yourself out. So if you're wondering how to get started with exercise or when is the right time to add it, you won't want to miss it. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notifications so you don't miss that video. In the meantime, check out this video right here for more tips on meal prepping and my healthy grocery haul.